slept. Everything was okay while we were in his house. He took care of us. We never lacked. He was good. So when I woke up in the morning, as usual, picked up my phone, I saw an alert, 100,000 naira. So if I am to trace my bank statement, there will be an alert from him, 100,000 naira to my account. And he also sent me a WhatsApp message. I have sent you money for the abortion, so you can go and...
Everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I have a video that I want to show you here. Last time I made about 3 videos on Apostle Chibuzor Chinyere Gift or Chinyere. I don't really know his name too well because I'm not too familiar with the man. If not until the recent events. So I saw some persons that were so angry and bitter, and some very strong wordings that I find it very, very difficult. Everybody on social media cannot be Christians, just like everybody in your church are not a Christian. So the criticism was that I was speaking based on what was on ground then, as people were just trying to find an occasion to discredit the man's good deeds towards, number one, the Happy Boys and the family of late Deborah Samuel. I stood my ground and I delivered what I thought was right then, which I still will defend till tomorrow. Now somebody came and was like, I was turning blind eyes to his recent escapades with baby mamas, and I said, I've not seen anyone. And it was like, you that live on the street of social media. Well, I left them because I saw that as an insult, and I left it. I didn't even, the person went ahead to threaten that he has unsubscribed. Now yesterday I saw this video on Being Real George's channel, and I watched with heartbreak. Now I hope that those of you who were happy when I was talking, and with reasons and with my sincere heart, rebuking the unnecessary attacks that the man received because he helped people, I hope you will also not be unreasonable to watch this video. Now when I saw this video, I contacted George that I would like to make use of it, and he was magnanimous enough not only granting me access to this, he sent me the link that contained the whole video, about 2 hours. Now but I just want to upload this, and then I will allow you to allow this one digest, so that when I will make comment on this or commentary on the whole thing, now you will not be biased in your mind as to what I have to say. At the same time, I don't want you to watch this video with antagonism because the man is a pastor. Just because he's a pastor, I want you to watch this video also now equating the man as a man of like passion as you are, and also the woman. Now it will make sense that you dissect what you're going to hear from the woman. And why I chose to do this is because the lady was calling names and giving addresses, and even people in Chibuzor's camp. So there is no way we would say that she had been lying or she was lying in the video, however you want to say it. But all I want to do is allow you to watch this, so that when I would comment on it, it will not be strange to you, and I will say how I feel about it. Now I said I watched the video with heartbreak. I did. I did, because the devil is out to ruin the image of the body of Christ. And oh my God, there was something I heard Apostle Arome say. He said that the devil will not come for you when you are small. He would wait when a lot of people have known you and so many are even depending on you. Then he will cut this tree down. I just hope that you understand me. I'll just let you watch the video. I'll come back with a longer version and then with the commentary. It might be up to 3 parts. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Don't forget to subscribe. Now if you don't like the video, please, I want to beg you, though if you like, you can insult me, but I wish that if you don't like it, keep away from it. I just want to tell you the content here. The content of the video is that this woman is alleging how she got pregnant, and not just only herself. There are other ladies, and they have gone for DNA test in Ghana, and the results came out. Now you need to watch it to find out what the result of the DNA was and where they are at now. This is not the full story. I'll bring the full story. Thank you, and God bless you. I'll be seeing you in the next video, as I hope you'll be magnanimous enough not to be a shadow of the devil in your language in the comment section. Those of you that may be offended, but if you're offended at this one, then it means that You are a hypocrite. But I am sure that I have so many children of God here. God bless you. See you. From me to you. Shalom. You are welcome to the End Time Truth Television, the channel for the lovers of truth, for the truth of the end time. So if you are a lover of truth, give us a subscription and God bless you. Shalom.
Everything was okay while we were in his house. He took care of us. We never lacked. He was good. So when I woke up in the morning, as usual, picked up my phone, I saw an alert, 100,000 naira. So if I am to trace my bank statement, there will be an alert from him, 100,000 naira to my account. And he also sent me a WhatsApp message. I have sent you money for the abortion, so you can go and do it. So this woman called me and said, Lovett, where are you? I said, Ma, I'm in the house. She said, okay, get ready and take a taxi. Meet me in so place. Apostle called me and said I should bring you and the children to his house.
To Apostle's house?
To Apostle's house.
Okay.
So that was how I got to his house for the very first day. Yes.
How many rooms is he staying?
I think it's about a 7. It's like a mansion, about 7 bed or 8.
Okay, go ahead.
I think every time children started increasing, because some mothers will come to beg him, please, they have 4 children and they are not well to do, if he can help with 1 or 2. And he doesn't know how to reject. So he's just like, okay, you can let one of your child join the children in my house. So you see, the children started increasing in the house. So 3 months into the pregnancy, someone else got pregnant for him.
Someone else?
Yes, someone else.
By who? What's the name of
Joy Joshua.
Joy Joshua. Where is she now?
She's currently in Lagos.
Did she have the baby?
Yeah, she has the baby.
She's in Lagos with the baby?
Yes.
Do you have her contact?
I don't have her contact, but currently she has been on my DM these few days.
Okay, no, I'm asking you.
No, sir.
All you're telling me now, I'm going to investigate this matter before I move on.
No problem, sir. No problem. Happening throughout the pregnancy, I was always alone. I couldn't tell anybody. Every single time I told him, if you continue with this, I'll be forced to tell somebody about it. He said, if you tell anybody about this thing, he will threaten me. You don't know you're dealing with something that will consume you and your whole family. He will do this, he will do that.
Where was your husband then?
He was still there. He was in the house. But I never told him anything.
Are you still with your husband now?
No. We've not been together for 2 years and some months now.
Why did he leave?
He sent him to Dubai. Because at some point, I threatened him. I said, if you don't take care of this child, I will tell Chinedu the truth and I will tell my family the truth. So he didn't want me telling Chinedu because I told him even after the marriage, I kept telling him I don't want this marriage. That being said, this thing kept happening. 2021, he sent Chinedu outside. He kept telling me he would do a DNA test. The baby was 1 year, no DNA test. 2 years, no DNA test. He kept promising, nothing came up. We were still beating around the bush. Today, at some point, I told him, you have to do this DNA test. If not, I will tell people about it. He said nobody can force him to do a DNA test. That he can only do it when his spirit tells him to do it. That nobody can force him to do a DNA test. So at that point, I knew probably he needed more people to talk to him. Now, the DPO that handled this case in Alu police station, I went to this DPO, I complained to him.
So he's aware?
The DPO confronted. Yes, he's aware.
Okay.
The DPO confronted him. He accepted that the child is his own, but that his problem is that I am asking him to marry me. I said, marry you, okay? Marry who? Me. That
have you ever said so?
Sorry, sir.
Have you ever said he should marry you?
Never, ever. I have never. He kept saying I was ungrateful. I was this. This is the reason why he doesn't want to take care of the boy. He doesn't want to do this. After all, I'm married. Now why can't I just let my husband take responsibility? I say, who does that? Someone else fathered
Your
a child
husband
and
is not
someone else
aware.
take. As at this time, my husband was already in Dubai
Oh, okay.
and was still not aware of the truth. So the DPO I now told him, what you're talking about is not why we are here. The DPO now said this girl wants to start a business so she can move on with her life. Maybe you fix some amount of money for the boy's upkeep. Give her money to start business so that she can go and live her life. He now say, so that what kind of business do I want? I said I would love to set up a unisex salon, both male and female. He said, okay, I should make a list and go and give the welfare department. The DPO say, how does welfare come into this matter? This is you and her. Whatever you want to do, keep it between you and her. Welfare coming inside tomorrow, sir, you will say she went to report you. So keep it between you and her. He said, okay, in that case, unisex salon, how much is it? 500,000. I said 500,000 for a unisex salon. Is it for the equipment? Is it for the shop? Or which one? He said, please, he cannot do more than that. He cannot do. In fact, he has visitors. Before we know it, he called his PA to call the other visitors that were waiting for him. And we were discharged like that. And we left. We left his house. The DPO said he will get to the end of that matter. He kept calling him. At some point, he said, if I cannot take 500,000, he will give 800. I said, I am not taking. I am telling you to set up a standard business for me, so I can focus on my life and forget about this whole child or no child. If tomorrow I have financial need for this child, and you're not available, I can as well from the business take care of the child without having to call you. I am tired. It's been 3 years. I just want to move on and live my life. He will just be looking at me that I don't know what I'm talking about. So the DPO kept pressurizing him. He now said, so at some point, I told the DPO, sir, I will take this thing to public. This was last year. I told him, sir, I will take this thing to public.
Last year when?
Last year, January.
Okay.
Yes. The 2 million naira came 2 times, 3 months apart. It did not come directly to my account. It went through the DPO's account. So he can testify to this.
Okay.
His wife came back that same June. And his wife heard about the whole thing. I don't know who she heard it from. She made her investigation. They gave her my contacts. And she called me.
The wife
When
called
she called me, yes, she called me and started asking me things that she has already known the truth, but that she wants to hear the truth from me, and she expects me to tell her the truth.
What's the name of the wife?
Chinyere.
Chinyere who?
Yes, Chinyere Chibuzor.
Okay.
She called me and said that she has already known everything, but that she wants me to tell her the truth because she has already prayed to God, and that she has already told herself that she has heard all of us that are pregnant for her husband. We did this, we did that. So any of us that choose to tell her the truth, she will forgive the person. But that anybody will lie to her, anybody that will lie to her or anything, that the person will have God to contend with. The truth is that Apostle was not protecting me. He wasn't protecting my child. He did not care. So I had no reason hiding what has been happening. She heard my child resemble her husband very well. I said I wouldn't know. She now said, okay, can she call me on a video call to see the baby? She had asked for my child's picture. I said, I'm sorry, I can't send his picture to you. He said, okay, can she call me on a video call to see him? I said, fine. She called me on WhatsApp, video call.
She did?
Yes, she did call me.
Last year?
Yes, last year, July. Yes, June, July. She saw my child. While she was on this video call, she saw my child. She was taking screenshots.
How do you
After
know?
the call, now, after the call, because she has been asking her husband, and he has been lying that he doesn't have any child with me. That the only person he has a child with is with Joy. That he doesn't have a child with me. So now I believe she actually took those screenshots to prove to her husband that she talked to me.
Yes.
And that this is the child you have been denying. So she took screenshot and then went ahead to send the screenshot to her husband. I talked to Lovett, this one, that one. It was on a Sunday night. Now, before this day, I have not been talking to Apostle for like 2-3 weeks. I've not sent him message. He has not sent me message. So I was surprised. It was around this time, 8 o'clock, like this. For the after the morning, the wife called me in the morning. The evening of that same Sunday, he sent me a message, and the message read, "I have received your message. Expect mine." He actually did not know what was going on, and it was in the night. So he just called and was like, "Are you having issues with Apostle?" I said, "No, sir. What happened?" He said, that he was surprised. Apostle called him and was, "Send me Lovette's address. Where is she staying?" And the way he was sounded, that he did not like it. I said, "Oh, I don't know," because I also did not want to start talking to him or telling him anything. I said, "Okay, thank you." Immediately, I called Apostle's lawyer. Before this time, I had gone to his lawyer.
By name who?
By name, Barrister Mrs. Dokubo.
Okay.
Barrister Mrs. Nko Dokubo.
You have all these people's number, right?
I have her contacts.
Forward every contact at the end of this live video.
Okay, sir. So I contacted her. I said, "Ma, so person just called me and said Apostle is asking him for my address." She was like, "What is wrong with this man? This man has already spoiled so many things. He will not stay one place. What is his problem?" That's what she said. "You know what, my dear, leave that house immediately. Leave that house immediately." This thing I'm telling you was after 8 to 9. I had to carry my son, carry my child, my sister, and we left the house.
May God bless her.
Yes. She reported to the church board. So they will have been holding meeting and looking for a way to make him go for a DNA test. According to his barrister, he has always refused, that he doesn't want to go for a DNA test. They said no. The barrister said he told him, "Come, if these children are saying you got them pregnant and you are saying you did not, prove yourself wrong. And the only way you can do that is to get a DNA test."
Straight on.
So they had to force him. This thing I'm telling you started all in June. It took them July, August, September, October, November to be able to force this man to go for a DNA test.
Which year?
5 months. Last year, 2022. She said, your guy say you no one do am for Nigeria now. He said everybody know am for Nigeria. So that we will be going to Ghana for a DNA test. I was like, okay. They contacted someone. I went and got ECOWAS passport. The person does passport for people from Apostle himself. So Apostle said I should go to the guy to get me the passport. So the guy got me an ECOWAS passport for my son. I have my own passport already. So on the 20th, the flight was booked, and DNA test, who and who is going? She said, you and your son, herself, Apostle, his wife, Joy, her baby, the other girl by name Nana, and her child. I said, everybody is going. She said, yes. That since Apostle is denying, so them two need to know the truth. I was like, okay. On the 29th of November last year, we left Nigeria to Ghana. And the DNA test was conducted in Blueprint DNA Center, Ghana.
Hold on. Blueprint
DNA Center.
DNA Center, Ghana.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Do you know the particular state in Ghana?
It should be in Accra. It was Accra we went to.
Okay, good.
Yes. It's even on Google. That was how we find out, because we did not know any DNA center in Ghana before we went there. So we found out on Google, yes. So we got there.
The girl, you say her name is Joy.
Yes, Joy Joshua.
Okay. And Nana who?
I don't know. I think it should be Jessica Nwoko or Nana Nwoko. I've never met her before. I only saw her at the DNA test place.
Okay.
I didn't even see herself. It was his lawyer that told me about her.
Okay.
Yes. I've not known about her. It was at the DNA test I got to know about her. So we went there, the DNA test, sample were taken, everything, mine was taken, and we never got to meet each other. We got to Ghana, me and my son went first to get the sample and went back to our hotel. The next day, they called the other girl, Joy, to come with her child also.
Okay.
To get their sample and went back. Then the next day, the other girl came with her child. So they never let us meet ourselves.
Right.
Yes. So when we were finished taking the sample, they said the result will be ready in 2 weeks' time. We left Ghana on the 3rd of December and came back to Nigeria. So everybody were fingers crossed waiting for the results. Now, with the date they gave us, 15th of December, the results should be ready.
Yes.
So on the 16th, I called his lawyer. I greeted her. I said, "Ma, please, I know the DNA, the result must have been sent to you. Can I ask?" She said, "Why are you asking? You're the only person that is calling to ask. Others did not ask. Why are you now the one asking?" I said, "Ma, I'm asking because my child was being rejected. He was denied that he was not his son." Outside that fact, I was a part of that DNA test, and it was my son's test. So I have the right to know the results.
Absolutely.
She said, you people are just ungrateful. You people are ungrateful. This man has been using church money, spending it on you people. People don't want to calm down. I say, "Ma, waiting concern result I'm asking for."
Who was saying this?
And
got the call. And stop picking calls. They're tracking your number.
No, I didn't pick it. I dropped it. But
okay, listen.
The moment the call comes in, the network will get this thing.
Listen, they might be tracking your number to know where you are. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Don't pick anybody's call. Don't listen to anybody.
Okay, sir.
Wait for further instruction from me. Okay?
She started abusing me and everything. I was asking her that I'm only asking for the results. She said, in fact, that she's not apostle. I should stop talking to her anyhow. She's not my mate. She's old enough to be my mother. This one, that one. She was just talking and talking and talking. I had to drop the call. Hello, sir, can you hear me?
Very well, very well.
Okay. So I dropped the call because I wasn't understanding where the abuse was coming from. And then she never sent me the results. She never said anything about it. She never told me what it was. And this was December 16th, 17th. So after that one, she kept calling. I will call them. So now the result is out. What are people doing about it? She will say they will call for meeting. They will do this. They will call for meeting. When they call for meeting, they will invite all of us that they want to settle this whole matter once and for all. So that once the elders gather, they will call all of us for a meeting and that they will settle the matter, which is what I was waiting for. December, January, February, March, nothing was done. So I got the lawyer. My lawyer wrote to Apostle, and Apostle called his lawyer. His lawyer now reached out to my own lawyer. Two of them had a meeting. So they now agreed that everybody were going to have a meeting. And this meeting was scheduled to 23rd of March this year. Month will end. He will wait for you to start begging him. Sometimes I will just leave it. You start calling and calling and calling. Meanwhile, while you're calling him and begging him, he is already posting 200 people leaving Nigeria to Benin Republic for scholarship. And you're here begging for upkeep for your child. While you're begging him, you will be calling him, he will busy your call. He is posting. The less privileged students, their mother was this, their father was this. Because of the love I have for humanity, I have taken them, they are now living in my house. You're doing this, you're doing that. And your child is there begging you for food.
Oh.
Which mother will accept such things? Which mother will accept it?
It's too much.
Let it be that he doesn't have the money. It's understandable. Not when he has it, he's giving it to the public and his child doesn't have it. I don't even want to go to him giving the child attention. He has never done it. So I will not mention it because I know no matter what you do, he will not do it.
What name did you give this child?
Good luck.
Good luck who?
Chibuzor. That's the name he bears in school. Good luck, Chibuzor.
Is he aware?
He is aware. Yes.
Who asked you to give that? Who asked you to give the name to the child? Good luck, Chibuzor.
I gave him Chibuzor because I don't think there's any other name a child should answer outside his father's name.
Okay. Thank you. Continue.
So that was why I gave him the name.
Continue.
Yes. So this matter went on like that. The 200K he said he will be sending, month to end, send the money. We will talk and talk and talk and talk. So we just keep happening like once month is ending, if we are approaching 26, 27, I will start being scared. Who knows how many days I will talk to this man before he will send money? Who knows what I will start constructing message I will send to him. Sometimes it will result to me insulting him before he will send money. If I insult him, he will insult me back. He will abuse me. He will call me names. Sometimes I will tell him, you're not ashamed that your child is begging you for money for food.
You tell him this?
Yes, I do tell him. I told him you're not ashamed.
On your phone?
Yes. I have most of the chat. I told him you're not ashamed that your child is begging you for food. Yet you're in public doing this and doing that. There was a time I told him that nobody would want to see your life behind the camera. He said, I'm stupid. I'm an ingrate. I'm this. But it is the truth. So at the end of the day now, that money he said he'll be sending for upkeep has been like that. It's always an issue before the money will come. So it makes me now keep coming back to him every month end. I keep coming back to him. So now fast forward to when they called this meeting. We went for the meeting the first day. We had the meeting. They asked me what happened. I told them everything. They
Who
all
called the meeting? Who called the meeting?
The church board.
Okay, the church board is aware of what is happening.
They know everything. They were the one that organized for the DNA test.
Can you mention? Can you mention the name of the church board you know?
Sobas, Matt Ofe, Matt Ofe.
Mr. Matt Ofe.
Yes, Mr. Matt Ofe, Mr. Sobas, Oloko. I think I will send you their name. I think I have their name because they all sent their name to my lawyer.
Okay, good.
So I have their name. Yes. There were about 7 of them or 6 of them in that meeting. I went with my grandfather and my lawyer. So they asked me, after everything in the meeting, they now asked me, so what do you want? I said, this is what I want. A non-rented accommodation for the child. Because I do not want to always come back yearly asking Apostle to come and pay rent for the child. So I want a non-rented apartment for him, accommodation for him. I need money for his education. Probably I would go and open a bank account on his name. The money should be put there. So he doesn't feel like he's giving me the money for his education. Now, when we went to that meeting, before the meeting started, his lawyer stood up and said that this meeting is being held as a result of the DNA test that was conducted in November 2022 to ascertain if Lovina's child belongs to Apostle Chibuzor, as she allegedly claimed, and that the result came in, and that the result said it is positive that he is the father.
The lawyer says so.
Yes, his lawyer said so. So they now asked me, what do you want? That was what she said before the meeting started. So I now told them what I want. They should put the money in his account for his education, and then also put some money for his upkeep.
Right.
They are all fathers and grandparents, so they know what it takes to raise a child. And that I can also ask for money to start up, to put in my business. Because I locked that shop up for a long time, and I've missed a good part of the shop rent, and I need to meet up, and I will need money to add to it, so that if this is done, I will just go my way, live my life, never to come back to Apostle. If my child grows up and wants to look for his father, he's a man, which I will not stop him. They said, okay, they have heard me. They rescheduled the meeting till the next week.
How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 25 now.
You're very smart. You're very, very smart. I love that.
So, thank you, sir. So, they now said, they rescheduled the meeting that we should come back the next week. We went back the next week. They now said, they were now talking, and they now said, so that they heard my request as of the last time, so that they cannot start looking for a house to buy right now for the boy, or start doing this or start doing that, or going to open a bank account. That right now they want to sum up everything and give me in cash, including the house, the upkeep, the business, the education, and everything. I said, okay, it was still okay. Sir, to my greatest shock, I was told they will give me 5 million naira to go away with the child and never to come back to Apostle. This 5 million naira should cover his accommodation, his education, his upkeep, including the business. Out of the shock, I was like, is this a joke? Because me, I was shocked. Because I wanted to know if they were joking or they were pulling my leg. But when I asked that question, I got to find out they were serious. One of them even said, that what do I mean by, is this a joke? That how much is rent? I can get a one room or a self-contained 200,000 and pay for 5 years, which is 1 million naira. Deposit 1 million naira in account for the boy's education. Use the remaining one and start a business. From the profit of the business, I will pay the boys' school fees and be making money from there. And I was like, so you people expect me to take 5 million naira and go and be living with this boy, and I'll be watching his father doing charity more than that for people. He will even be building houses for people, but he cannot give his child a house. I told them I will not take it. I am not taking it. If they wanted the matter to go to court, the matter should go to court. I won't take the money. One of them, by name is Amat Ofe, now said, you people are dealing with someone's life. This is a child's life.
Exactly.
My dear. Yes, that was his comment. He said, this is a child's life. You know what? I'm going to add 5 million naira from my pocket to you to make it 10 million naira. They flared up against him. They were angry. And what does he mean by that? What is he trying to say? What is he trying to prove? So are they now wicked? They fled up against him. This man was angry to the point that tears came out of his eye.
Was Apostle there?
Yes. Apostle was not there. He never attended the meeting. So I told them I won't take the money. So when the man now said he was going to add money to make it 10 million naira, my sole aim was to walk away because the mess was too much. It was taking a good part of my life and I wanted to walk away. I wanted to walk away because my child was already 3 years as of that March. He's getting smart, he's learning new things, so I don't want him growing into this whole environment. So I needed to walk away. When he said 10 million, I said, okay, sir. 10 million, I will take it because I was thinking with 10 million naira, if I take it, I can probably get maybe a working visa, get my son and myself maybe to Canada or to UK and start a whole life afresh. So I accepted the 10 million naira. They now said it has not finished. Since I have accepted the 10 million naira, I have to sign a document. I said I would sign. They asked my lawyer to go and draft a document. The meeting was over. My lawyer went and drafted a document that briefed what all this whole story I have been saying. My lawyer just briefed it, I think about 3 pages, putting his full name and my full name, and that they have confirmed that he is the biological father of the child. And they were giving me 10 million naira to go away with the child. But it does not affect the child's relationship with his father in the future. And this agreement was sent to them and they rejected it. They said it was too outright, that they will amend it. They now went and drafted their own agreement, changing his name from Chibuzor Gift Chinyere to Chibuzor Nwankwo. Me, I don't know who is Chibuzor Nwankwo. I did not have anything to do with Chibuzor Nwankwo.
Yes.
They changed his name to Chibuzor Nwankwo, and the narrative they put up in their agreement, they made it look like Chibuzor Nwankwo was a church member. And that I left my marriage to go and have an affair with Chibuzor Nwankwo, which resulted to a child. So when the church had and offered me financial assistance of 10 million naira to go away with my child, honestly, I still did not mind with the narrative they came up with. So I signed the document. I told them all I wanted was to walk away because personally I was tired. I wanted to walk away because I know that whatever he continued doing and was doing, one day it will still come out. I signed the document and then I requested for one thing. I said, this document I am signing, I need a copy of it. They say, for what? What do you need it for? You don't need it. I said, no, I need it. They said they will never give it to me. I said, fine. If you people will not give me a copy of a document that is even speaking against me, even after I signed it just to walk away, if you people will not give me a copy, I will not take the money. You people can keep the money. And I did not take that money. And that was the end of that issue. When I came back, I thought of ways to do. I thought of what to do. I told my lawyer we need to go to court. Take the matter to court. My lawyer said I should pay. My lawyer drafted an agreement to send to court. But he said I should pay 100,000 for filing fee. I said, sir, I don't get 100,000 to pay. He kind of made it mandatory. I have to pay before we go to court. So I left him aside. That was when I had to contact Dr. Charles. I sent him a DM on Facebook explaining my plight. So he reached out. I was like, send me evidence, which I did. He asked for my contact and called me. I told him everything. He said, I will get back to you in the morning. He reached out to Apostle, and Apostle accepted to everything Mr. Charles said.
How do you know Apostle accepted?
Because this is what Mr. Charles said.
Okay.
After Apostle, before this whole meeting, Apostle had blocked
Dr.
me on
Charles,
WhatsApp.
Dr. Charles who?
Dr. Charles Anwuze.
Okay.
So before this whole meeting of 18, after the DNA test, Apostle had blocked me on WhatsApp.
Okay.
So when I found out he blocked me, what was I doing with his contact? I also blocked him. So when Mr. Charles reached out and said he has reached out to Apostle and that he is surprised that he is even accepting it, that he accepted the child is his own, this one and everything, but that he wants Apostle to call me because he wants to come in, that he wants to create peace where the child can have both parents.
Beautiful.
Because the child is innocent. I say, thank you, sir. This is what I've always wanted. I've always wanted my child to have his father. No matter what Apostle has done to me, I will not block the child from having him or having access to him. He said, okay, he will reach out to Apostle for Apostle to call me. Apostle refused to call me. So Mr. Charles put up a conference call between me and Apostle and him.
He said no.
And him, yes. It was the three of us. So we talked. In that meeting, conference call, Apostle continued saying that, okay, since I did not take the 10 million naira, he will continue with the 200,000. I told him, no, the 200,000, the money that comes to us is 100,000. The other 100,000 goes for bills, and you are aware. And this money was actually because, according to you, you were not sure if the child was your own. So at least now that the DNA test has been done and confirmed, things should change. He said he doesn't have money. He cannot change anything. He can only be paying 200,000. I told him I won't take that. He kept saying it, but that we should do the 200,000 till after some time he can increase it. So Mr. Charles was like, okay, if this is what he's saying, let us give him 2-3 months to see what he will come out with. Let's just follow him with the 200K. I said, fine, no problem. Do you know that that same month, by the end of the month, it even took Mr. Charles to call him before that money was sent. That money was finally sent on the 7th or 8th of the next month after that month ended. It took Mr. Charles again to come into the matter before the money was sent. So at that point,
money was sent to the account or Dr. Charles' account?
It was sent to my account.
Okay. And you have the statement of account. If we
yes,
can see that.
I need. Things I've tried going to court, it did not work. I met people that were close to him, it did not work. Coming to the media was my last option. So I took that step.
What step did you take?
I needed to go to the media, but starting from my page would not make it go viral. So I reached out to Gistlover. Gistlover, yes, I sent him a message on Instagram. He asked for evidence. I sent him the little I can. I sent him my son's picture. And then he went ahead to post it. And that was when it went viral.
Okay.
And then I knew that people still needed more evidence. So I started posting on my page.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Now, what do you want?
No, the thing is this whole thing came out on the media for like 5 days now. People who are close to him has been reaching out, asking me to stop. Some even were begging me if I can make a video to say that what I'm saying is a lie, that they will settle me. I told them I have given him enough time to do the right thing, he refused.
Right.
So I have come out with my truth and I cannot take it back.
Right.
If you people are asking for settlement, you have to first come out to the media. Whatever settlement has to be done in the media, and the reason for this settlement has to be in the media. If I have to stop, it will be done in the media.
Right.
So
what do you want? What do you want? I want to go straight to the point. What do you want?
What I just want, honestly, I need help.
Just give
to
1 minute. Summarize what you want so that we work towards this.
I want to walk away from all these things. I want to walk away from all these things. I don't know if I should say I want him to take care of the child. I don't know how that will be done because according to what I heard, he has not been reached for the past 3 days.
He has not been what?
He has not been reached. He also has not reached out to anybody.
Oh,
His
okay.
lines are off. So I really want to get away. I really want to come out of all this whole mess. And I need help to be able to provide for my child and his upkeep, so I can just go away.
Okay. When you say go away, go to where?
When I say go away, if possibly,
listen, hold on. Do you want to sip a glass of water?
Sorry, sir, what did you?
Do you want to drink water?
If I want to take what?
Do you want to drink water?
No, I'm okay. I'm fine.
That's good. Okay. Now I want you to put yourself, comport yourself very well. Tell me, what do you want with all of these cases now? Because I want you to cease fire now. Stop posting until I get back to you. Okay? Stop posting. And like I told you, I'm gonna reach out to. If his number is not going, I will send people to go. I will first of all reach out to the church member, the board members. They will go with the lawyer. I will invite barrister, the barrister I told you about. He will take over this matter from. So now I need to know. I don't want to look as if I'm telling you what to do. You have to tell me what you want, and I work towards that because I'm here to help you. Looking at your history as an orphan, you have nobody to talk to. And I was looking at your picture last time, when you were living there, how plumpy you are, how fresh you looked, comparing to your state now, I mean, there's nobody that would like his or her daughter to be treated in the way you were being treated. That's the fact. I'm not happy. Your story is touchy. Be here holding myself, from crying. There's nobody that will hear this story that will not have pity on you. So now, go straight to the point. Just be honest. Tell me, what do you want?
I would, honestly speaking, if I can get help, I would love to leave the country with the child.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. If it's what you want, consider it done. Okay. Okay. I'd like to speak with your grandfather. Do you say your grandfather, right? Yes, so somebody have to go ahead on that to help you with that, and I'm gonna do it for you.